EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Neither team got the start to the season that they wanted. Let's see who can right the ship as Week 2 gets underway. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Just knowing this quarterback in his mindset, there is no question he would give up 400-some yards he threw for last week for a W. Really, stats don't matter. No matter how productive you are playing that position, and boy, was he last week, it really comes down to finding a way to win. As they like to say, winners win in the end, and he and his crew got to get it done today.
He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Smith on first down. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. All set to go now from the 35.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 30.
First down, here's Smith. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
That's another Las Vegas.
And again, it's Smith. It's inside the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. He connects on the point after. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders 7, Chargers nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offense as the Chargers take the field. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert. Herbert now off the play fake.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion. It's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Herbert, kick out wide, complete. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. First carry here for the rookie from UNC. Has a lane inside the 35. And he has it down to the 26-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Chargers first down. First and 10.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And then it's caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Raiders' offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. On the move, headed right. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete. Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Caught, nice gain left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders break the tie here in the first. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. The route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Jukes away from one. This makes it up to the 25. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up.
A gain of 11 brings up third and inches.
Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. We've set it down from 37.
The Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 37.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. First and 10, here's Hampton. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 40.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds the in route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Chargers first down.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. They show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Brought in. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's good to McConkey. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
And the Chargers, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Hampton, sign quarterback run here. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal.
Set. 380. Clear out. 180 hot.
Herbert from the gun. Catch made. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if we wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion.
And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Vegas first down. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Allegiant Stadium coming up. 1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, here we go. 390%.
Smith back to throw. Sends this to the end zone. Caught just shy of the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points in the lead. Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers, 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start with a give to Harris. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively.
Jermaine Pratt there on the tackle.
To throw, Herbert. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Throw here, 3rd down. caught for the first. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
65 yards is the gain on the play. And the Chargers, first down.
Man in motion, headed right.
Goal at the 10-yard line.
Pop quick right side. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This one's caught. And that is a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Dylan Laube on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Escapes the pocket. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. We've set it down from 37.
Raider, first down. First and 10.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's it, second. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Smith buying some time left. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Smith to the air now. Getting out to his left. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. A pickup there of 39. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10.
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. It's a 36-yard look from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead. So a field goal game at the half. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
And in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll work this one up to the 28. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Textbook, hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Okay, line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Chargers, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Running it with Hampton. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Herbert to throw. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. That pushes him back. Third down coming up.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down. Third and 15.
Third and long for him here. Catch made left side by McConkey. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
A gain of 13 on the play. It's 4th down.
And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Their own 9-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. It's Smith. Meets Bowers with another catch. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get 27 on the play. That's a Vegas 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down, Smith to throw. This one's going to hit the ground to incomplete. Looking for his running back there. We're going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Although Gilman on the coverage.
Smith's going to throw again. Made the throw as he was getting hit blocked, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd, Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they're going to keep moving forward, ball down inside the opposing 30. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. And again, it's Smith. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Keanu Benton on the coverage.
Hey, here we go, hey. 390%.
Smith yet again. Again, he's got room. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers send wide receiver Lad McConkey set for another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
It's into the hands of Will Dissly. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Into the hands of Conklin. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Chargers first down.
Hampton hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers cut it to a field goal game.
Chargers 28.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. Showing a little burst so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. On first down, here's Smith. Rolling left, buying some time. Going deep down the left sideline. And it is incomplete. Win big on the final play of our third quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. He's trying to go deep again. Defender arrives wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Third long, they're going to throw. Escapes out to the left. Has it downfield, working the left. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
And the Raider first down.
Again, it's Smith to the air. Pass is dumped off to Mostert. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers 17-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. Geno Smith with a touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
On return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They were in this 12-yard out route cave at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
He's nabbed by Allen, and he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
Gain of 12 yards.
Working quickly here.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 12.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. And dose of the hurry up here.
First down pass. Landon Roberts there on the tackle.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
On third down, Herbert has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
10 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Allen sent in motion
First
right.
and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone, on first. On the screen, this is Harris. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches.
Complete to Najee Harris. 10 yards on the pickup.
Shotgun deal to Hampton. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Go.
They'll run with Hampton. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Roberts there on the tackle.
Herbert. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Chargers making a 4-point game here in the fourth. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the fourth. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Smith on first down. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Hey, here we go.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
Looking to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down.
They're going to pass it here. It's Bowers with another catch. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Back to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, second and 10. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
It's third and 10.
Make a look by the Chargers here, third down. Back to throw it. And he got
Hey, third down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Got all of it, and this is good. And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Count.
He'll look to throw it. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
2nd and 5.
Setting up to pass. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Chargers first down.
And he's going to spike it. 27 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Here's Herbert. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in. And now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives him the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Raiders 41.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Try and get that one to Brock Bowers. And now it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to the air. It's Smith. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Intended for Jacoby
It arrived as the
Myers.
ball did to break
Incomplete.
things up. And that's going to
Brings
leave him
up
with a
third
tough
down
3rd and long.
10.
Here we go.
Here he is to throw. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
Intended for
Trying to find Brock Bowers.
Incomplete.
And that brings up 4th and long.
Benjamin St. Just
And that
on the
offense
coverage.
isn't budging. They're going for it. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. It's complete. This is Bowers. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a
They're
gain
going to
of
go ahead and call a
28
timeout
yards.
here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
Daniel Carlson.
So
on
here's
for the
Daniel
field goal.
Carlson with the game in the balance.
54-yard attempt.
From the left hash, 54 yards
The
out.
kick is good.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And it's